Yo, what's up, guys? See you live that I see. Talking about how much the real summer leagues they go back into the 1970 to 2012. It's gonna be how much years they've been going on and how many years they've been come to the league like this. And, I'll let you know who is the real champion and how many champs they got in a row. That's all you need to know. Here we go. Okay, first 1970 versus Houston Rockets and the Hawks. Well, they won the champion, which is Houston Rockets, but they went transcendence to become a better team. So I've never seen rookies like that before. And Spencer Haywood in 1971 with Braves versus Sonics. It was a good game, but never seen it in my life before in the 70s. But that looks cool. Cool story. And plus 1972 Braves versus Sonics. That was all about the good team they just won it with the Sonics. Is no big brainer. That was a good team. And the Kansas City Kings won it for the first time to turn the championship for so far. It's no big deal. That's how much they get the highlights so far. In 1974, it was the Blazers won the champion when they got Bill Walton. It's no big deal. It's awesome. Yeah, Bill Walton, he's the best player that he has never done in his future. So does Michael Thompson too. Imagine if there was any good players that who play together, who can earn triumphs, they can do everything they can with Blazers. They're better than that. And plus the Warriors, they're also too. They have with Jamal Wilkes at that time. It was no big brainer. They won in 1975 and then didn't win in 76, 77. Since they lost to Dennis Johnson from Sonics and then Marquise Johnson from the Bucks. That's no big deal. See, everything's no big deal. You should have like good faith teams like this. No big deal. And that's just the large amount that has us come out. And Blazers versus Celtics. Well, I'm afraid the Blazers won it because they get so rowdy when they come out with all the good champs, especially when the 70s champs won it in 1977. That's no big deal when it came out. And plus, have you guessed the secret of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson? Magic Johnson met Larry Bird in Summer League back in 1979. They started right at each other, but they fought them. They won, which is Magic Johnson, then the Lakers. And they lost to Mavs in 1980 with Oliver Mack. Well, that's okay. No big difference. Plus the Pistons versus Clippers. There's no big difference too because Tom Chambers, he's good in San Diego when he was there. No big deal. And 1982, and also then when James Worthy won the champion at that time when he was there. Well, I don't see other championships that they've come out 4 years in the league like Magic Johnson or James Worthy, any others, but it's no big deal. I love the fully volume shooters. That's all even how much you can pay respect to all the grateful players. And plus Pistons versus Mavericks. Well, they won the rest 83 and 84 versus Bulls when Cy Thomas is the Summer League MVP for 2 times in a row. But it's no big deal, 2 Summer Leagues is no big deal. You want to have to get away for this time. And Knicks versus Rockets come out really good with Patrick Ewing going the Knicks. So that shit was no big brainer. I like it when they show up. Such a fugitive. And then Bulls beat the Warriors when Chris Mullin was in the league and Michael Jordan is in the league. So they won an MVP with Michael Jordan in the Bulls. He's a true champion. You know, 6-time championship. He had a ring with Steve Kerr. He had a ring with Scottie Pippen. He's awesome. Yep. And Reggie Miller beat the Bulls at that time when that was in 87. Michael Jordan didn't do the same as LeBron. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Well, I don't know. LeBron could be extreme as Michael Jordan. Can't tell, but I'll let you know what it is. And Knicks versus Pacers. They won it in a good timer. And Kings won the Warriors in 1989. That was a really good battle I've ever seen so far in the Summer League. And Lakers beat the Supersonics with Elden Campbell MVP. Just like Ice Cube said. It's iconic. I got the Bushi and the Chronic. Like the Lakers beat the Supersonic. Hey. And plus, Kenny Henderson won the championship with the Nets in 1991. That shit is no big deal. That's awesome. And Magic earned it like so much when they could come up with Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal he's the big runner-up in the team. When he beat the Hornets, when he was there, and Chris Webber was there in 1993, met Shaquille O'Neal. He was the big leader of the Star. And he beat the Bullets at 1994 and 95, Magic. But they lost to Eddie Jones for MVP, you know. Shaq was close to become LeBron, but he wasn't in fugitive for the most of the times. Because Shaquille O'Neal, he only just earned like 7 champs already. But that's no big difference if you're in the Summer League and the championship so far. No big difference. And plus the Lakers versus Sixers earning like another championship with Kobe Bryant. But that was a big deal when he showed up. And then beat the Raptors at that time. That was no big difference. That's awesome. Kobe Bryant, he was better than LeBron because he catches rebirth. But a little bit, but not that rebirth. And Lakers versus Celtics, they lost the Celtics for Paul Pierce. Well, that's the first time that Boston Celtics earned the championship at that time. But it's kind of odd when Celtics earned something better than the years crossed from the Summer League when they got Larry Bird. That's not been. You know, Larry Bird could have been better if they would have a good average player like that. But that's okay, you know. Everything happens. And Sixers versus Raptors, that was all about Allen Iverson for MVP. That's no big difference. And Paul Pierce won it back in 2000. That's awesome. And plus the Nets with Kenyon Martin versus Raptors. That's a big difference right there. 114, 109. And 2002 is going to be a big difference of how much scores they got in this game. It's going to be weird because they've been overtimes before with the Warriors because they have extreme debut players like Jay Rich or Monte Ellis, and they had Mike Dunleavy Jr., Gilbert Arenas, and the others. They're everywhere. All the youngster players, they're everywhere because they're tall players. Except for LeBron, because LeBron won it all back in 2003-06. And 2002 was only that year when Nets had it already. That's awesome. That's why they earned it, and they won. And Warriors could have been a win the closest, you know. And LeBron James, well, they won it all against the Warriors. Really good. 2003, 2006. That's awesome. But it's such a awesome story when LeBron earns 4 Summer League champs to beat the Warriors. You know, it's a big difference so far. And Andrew Bogut won the Sonics when KD was a good splat-four player. And Oklahoma City Thunder versus Bulls was no big difference, but But Kevin Durant, he was an awesome player too. Yeah. And then Blake Griffin won against the Timberwolves by 114-109. No big difference over Blake Griffin for the first time to earn the Summer League MVP and the Summer League MVP. That's awesome. You can earn those championships when you're in the LA Clippers, but that's good. Yeah. And plus 110, 118 for Warriors versus Thunder with Kevin Durant in 2010. That's such a big deal so far. When John Wall was good, but not even so good. You know what I mean? And Kings versus Cavaliers. DeMarcus Cousins won the champion when they owned the toast. 2012 was the Blazers versus Warriors with Damian Lillard. Pretty awesome, huh? And plus, there's more years that he can come. You know, we've seen a lot of coming between the flesh-headed players and the good differences of the players. You know, and that's how much you can earn the championships all the way. And that includes LeBron, Shaq. Congratulations to the players who have been dominate the Warriors and dominate the team so far from the Summer League. And that was great. They gave more champs today that could earn some more. So that's Kobe and MJ. They earned extras. That's great. That's how much he lived up the game. You know? LeBron would have been like 8 championships in a row now if he was already a big player. But he's almost like Bill Russell, but he's really good because he can sleep on everywhere. That's why he didn't go to college, which is LeBron. Because LeBron is the extreme domination player I've ever seen, more than Curry. Because Curry is too small to come in the league for those champs. That's why we keep telling you, small G League players, they can't get on the trust to get in the player for college. They can't dominate. That's why, 1970 to 2012 takes a lot of time to become large-goal players, like LeBron. And that's why you have to remain him, make some success. And that's it. And that's why you keep telling all you guys. Original Summer Leagues are real. That's why we keep telling all y'all. And congratulations to Cavaliers team. They won the championship in 2023 this year. So that was a good Summer League champ so far. So that's good. Could have done the Lakers this year because Lakers kind of great players, you know. It's okay. Well, Simon B and LeBron will always become GOATs of the Cleveland Cavaliers. You know, and that's about it. Yep. And that's it. And Kyrie Irving will win the champion when they were against DeMarcus Cousins. So that's okay. So we'll keep an eye on for later. So this is Eagle Eyes at Sea. Keep it at sea. Keep it real. And thank you for watching NBA Origin of the Summer League. It's at sea.